I'm excited for a few reasons. Last night, had a great time. 7 hours singing and dancing on the table. My voice is a little off today. Obviously, the weather is better. I'll be doing 3 hours in a row or 3 days in a row. Really a lot of partying. If I don't do it today, so today's Beeson video will just be basically just a vendor bender, which is I don't know what. Basically means like a walkabout or like a very casual Sunday stroll. Usually it happens in nature, but today's vendor bender is in Beeson. Also, see a couple clubs, so that'll be fun for like 6 minutes. But yeah, also tomorrow is going to be fun because we have a reservation. That is, you have to know somebody to get that at first. And by knowing somebody, I mean like somebody who owns or operates or like a family member of a tent. My best friend Gareth is work friends with somebody who owns something, or I don't know. But anyway, we have ours in Lupenbach every year. Basically the way that works is you have to like put in for it a long time in advance. Just pay for it in February, I think maybe January. So like months in advance. And I mean, it's not a bad deal. It's €65. You get 2 mas and half handle, but the chicken that I loved and showed you guys the other day. But like it's not a rip-off. It's just a reservation for a place. You get to have it for 4 or 5 hours. 5 hours, I guess. You have a table of 8 or 10, depending on like where you are in the tent, what tent you're in. I mean, you get coupons for that, for the food and drink. So even if you don't use it that day, you just like have them for the rest of the year. I mean, two beers isn't so big of a deal for one day, but yesterday I most. But mostly it's like you have a guaranteed spot. That's the big part of it. And I don't care about that part as much. I'm an extrovert. I have Beeson magic, which means like, well, I mean, it was told that I have Beeson magic, which means like I just don't give up until I get a spot, and I'm always happy to work 40 minutes until I get one. Yesterday it was Beeson magic because I got a spot after like 3 seconds. It was legitimately the 4th table, 4th try, and I got one. But yeah, so I know for like people who don't like to wait and don't like lines and stuff like that, that reservation part is the big part of the event. But for me, like, I'm just very excited to see my best friends, spend time with them. Most of them are like, I've gone out an hour ahead of time. You know, 5-6 days a week or a Beeson per year. Because I always get tables and then text people where I have tables at. And then, you know, that's their favorite thing because they don't have to do anything. I'm fine with that. So, you know, if that's the trade-off, I'm happy to do that also. But, like for me, like I used to live for 3 years, here being Munich. My best friend group was here. So I'm just excited to see them, spend time with them. That's going to be my favorite part. So today's casual walk. Also very much looking forward to having a good dinner afterwards, or a kebab. The food that has a billion names and is spelled a billion different ways, but is flat out good. I'm looking forward to that. So I just thought of something. So this is called a tent. It's only called a tent because everything here is physically built and torn down once a year. I mean, it's used in other parts of the, well, some of it's used in other parts of the city, but it's like this entire like micro economy like village Like everything except for the concrete and probably that flagpole, it's like that's got electricity, is torn down. This is like Therese in Visa, where this happens to take place, is 11 months out of the year an exercise park. Like people just go and walks, go for jogs, walk their dog around. But the only part of this structure that is permanent is the concrete. So I'm not gonna say the sky really opened up, but the sky kind of opened up. It's a little coldish, but it's turning out to be a much better day than I thought it would be. That's for sure. Oktoberfest and the kids area, well, I guess Freddy's area. I mean, maybe it's nice enough that I'll be able to take this new thing for a ride. I don't know what it does. It's like, I don't know if I know. Probably will save it for Tuesday when I'm going here with friends. They're more like that's their speed. But I can go out and find out one today. But if it's just an elevator that goes up and down, I don't know. But no problem. Fun that too. Not a terrible day. Definitely have a bratwurst if I wasn't having a dirndl in a bit. Not a dirndl, a durum in a bit. Kebab, whatever you want to call it. Is it? Yeah, that's it. Homestead. Oh. Hello. How much is on a Rosa? 10? Und Gruppe?
Immer 10 Euro.
Okay. And on Tuesday? Dienstag?
7 Euro. 7.
Okay, danke dir. So, 10, looking like it's just an elevator. 10 euros, 7 for Tuesday. Save it for a little bit. Good to know. Somebody would get kicked out of Oktoberfest. It reminded me of the time that I got kicked out of Oktoberfest. So, I don't want to use the word team enforcer because that is like I feel like offensive, whatever. But like team punch taker doesn't have the same ring. But because I'm bigger than everybody else and I have a super higher pain tolerance than everybody else, I always am the end person. Or I guess like if somebody else is throwing elbows in the middle. But anyways, this one guy had like was like this girl, because there's only a finite amount of space for like thousands of people, and everybody is in everybody's face, whether they're trying to drunk punch somebody or reaching for a wallet. It doesn't matter. But is this open? They should not be in the street, whatever. It doesn't matter. But this drunk lady was being real jerkish the whole day. Every time she was like elbowing me, she was screaming at me that she knew this security guard. Turns out she did, because after like 4 hours, she got the security guard. Closing time is at 10:30. It's like 10:15, and the guy comes over. He's like, "Hey man, I hate this girl, but it's my best friend's girlfriend. And if I don't protect her, he's gonna be furious at me. And he was so honest and funny. I was like, okay, you can kick me out if you want to. I'll leave 15 minutes early. Told everybody in the group to stay and left early. So I don't know how to do a food review, but my normal rules for eating, and this is not true for Munich, most like outer parts, but if a white person is eating there, or if I see anything in English, I know the food is going to be trash. Now I know with 99% white Germany, that's not going to be the same, but this place is legit. And the reason I found it, this is Bayernstraße, the main road between the train station and Oktoberfest. It's 3 minutes to get now. But this is one of the tram stops to Gerth. And I was just like, yep, I'll try it out. Sure. Didn't have silver or whatever. I'm gonna like mount it. It takes forever. But you guys go right. Okay.
Please subscribe for more.